Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Read-Wright. I want to welcome you back to the art room. Remember that the art room is a place where we look at art, we talk about art, and we create art, and we learn about famous artists. Yesterday, we looked at composition, how an artist might rearrange things so that they think, does it look good like this? Should I move this apple over here? Should I move this over here? And I used pieces that I cut out and taped to the picture so I could move them. You can do that too. If you want to cut out shapes and put them and say what looks best, because when we meet another artist, we're going to be meeting closer to Thanksgiving, we will look at Matisse's work, and when he was ill, he had to have other people move the art because he couldn't get out of bed, and he'd say, move that shape over there, move that shape over there. But we can move our own shapes for composition. Now, we've been looking at the artwork by Paul Cézanne, and he was a famous artist for doing a still life. Let me pick up my apples, because apples do not move, they are still. And when they are still, they will stay the same way, so you can work on a little bit, leave it there and come back the next day and work on it a little bit, and come back the next day and work on it a little bit. And already I know some of my apples are bruised. I don't know how long they will stay good, but we'll keep it here. But when we look at this dish of apples, we know they're not flat. We know they're forms because they have shading and shadows, and some things are down deeper in the dish and some things are up higher. The apples in the front look bigger than this apple back here. So those are all things we remember when we're doing our own art. Let me set this back on the suitcase. Oh, so heavy. Because today is Thinking Thursday, and we're going to think about what will make the shadows show up and make it a form. I think we better sing hello to one another before we get started. Because today, it's the donkey, which I think is going to make each of us laugh. I know when I printed him out, I thought, this donkey really looks like he's saying good day to us. And he's going, hey, good day, hee-haw. So let's start with the horse. Ready? I have to sit up straight. If I sit like this, my song comes out kind of squishy. But if I sit up straight, my song comes out nice and like a better singer. Ready? When horses get up in the morning, they always say good day. When horses get up in the morning, they always say good day. This is what they say. This is what they say. When turkeys get up in the morning, they always say good day. When turkeys get up in the morning, they always say good day. This is what they say. This is what they say. When goats get up in the morning, they always say good day. When goats get up in the morning, they always say good day. This is what they say. This is what they say. When donkeys get up in the morning, they always say good day. When donkeys get up in the morning, they always say good day. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. This is what they say. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. This is what they say. And tomorrow we'll sing about the rooster. Alrighty, back to Cézanne and his dish of apples. We did some art yesterday and we made it look flat. We made it look just like shapes. And how did we say we made it look more realistic and like a form? Is by adding shadows and shading and rubbing it all together. So we're going to go over to our work from yesterday. I'm going to try and make my apples look more like the one we did long ago, and we will be talking about what the kinds of things I did to this one was adding the black and the colors and rubbing it together. I'm bringing with me my black. I'm bringing white just in case I need to highlight something like maybe the light's shining on the apple. I'm bringing my black pen. I even brought a gray colored pencil, and I brought 2 black colored pencils because sometimes I press too hard and they break, although this one looks more like purple. Nope, it says black on it. Let me put all of these things in my pocket. And speaking of my pocket, I didn't say hello to my 4 people. I'm doing it now, even though it's out of order. I'm saying hello to James and Isabella, Ethan and Hannah, although that was the other day. It's Camille, K-A-M-I-E-L, Nolan, Adrian, and Isaiah. Back in the pocket you go, people. Over to this. Now, we looked at this when we did composition. We looked at this for color, and we're looking at this for form. So let me set down the pointer stick. Hopefully it won't fall off of here. Maybe I just set it here so in case it does fall, it doesn't have far to go. All right, let me get my colors and do some more blending. I'm going to do a little more coloring. Not much more, because I think I did pretty well. I think I just need to do some blending with my fingers and then start adding the shadows. But I realized when I looked over at it, it really did need a little more yellow. So here we go. I have to step on the easel so it doesn't go anywhere. And here goes my blending. You can still kind of see my dish in the background blending through. I'm trying not to smear it too much using that. I should have remembered that it probably would have stayed. If you did it with pencil, you can probably erase it and get rid of that if you don't like it. I don't mind it. It's just what it looks like. I'm going to put a little bit of color in these white spots too. All right, I think I'll wipe that on my apron and get out my black pastel. I'm going to go around my apple and make it a little lumpy like a real apple would. I'm going to put that little U shape, and I might even put the stem part. I'm going to make this side be my shaded side, and I'll put a little shadow underneath it. Not too much. I don't want it to be too dark. I'll go around this apple, make it a little wavy, because apples are not perfectly round. I'm going to put its little stem area there, and I think you might be able to see the flower end at this end, but I'm going to put a little shadow here, and its shadow is casting because I'm making the light come this way, so all the shadows need to be this way. Shadows on this side, light on that side. This will have a little shadow, go around this apple, maybe just a little bit of the stem will show there. I'm going to make this be the place where the top of the apple is and go around it, rounder, rounder. And the shadow will go here, around the apple. Maybe I'll make the stem area here with a little half circle, and maybe this one at the tippy top. Around it, and add the shadow underneath. Shadow here, a little more shadow here. A little more shadow here. Now I want to make my dish of apples stand out more. I want to make my dish of apples stand out more. I'm going to paint it tomorrow, so I'm going to put the shadow on the side and make the shadow here of the dish. And a little bit underneath, because wherever it's sitting on someplace, it will make a little bit of a shadow. But most of the shadow goes this way. And I might even do a little smearing and a little bit on this side. Not much, because this is the side where the light is, but you want to see a little bit. Each time I do a little bit, I look back some and say, how's that look? Do I need to rub a little bit? Maybe so. And I'll go along here. Do I want a little bit shadow here? Maybe so. Do I want a little more shadow here? Maybe so. Okay. I see a place where I think I need to add a little more shading, and I think it'll be green right here at the top because it doesn't look very rounded, and I want it to. So I'll use a different finger. Since I use so much black on that finger, it would make it even blacker than I'm making it. Do you see any place where I need to add something? Oh, right here? Down here a little bit? Oh, okay. I'll add a little shadow there. A little more here. Do you see anywhere else? I'll stand back a little. Maybe in the middle here I need a little bit. Maybe I'll add some orange. Sometimes there's a little orange in an apple too. And maybe a little green would look good too. All right, I am thinking that looks so good. I'm going to be ready to paint it tomorrow. But I wanted to show you something. When I do a game, oh, here's my white pastel. I dropped it on the ground. When I do sounding out words with people, I bring out either my little puppet that looks like an alligator, and I can make him pop up when he wants to make the sound. If I said apple, you would say pop up apple. And I tell children they can bend over, and when I say it, they pop up and say apple. And we'll play this on Friday if there's time. I have my one from when I was a child, and his legs pop out. If I said to him, say it fast, apple, and he says, apple, and he likes to break it down. He likes to break it down. We'll do that on Friday if there's time. All right, boys and girls, let's sing our song about Cezanne. Where he grew up, what his father wanted him to study. We want to sing about what all he wanted to do. Ready? I have to sit up straight. He grew up in the south of France. His father said study law, but all Cezanne wanted to do was paint and draw. All Cezanne wanted to do was paint and draw. When he goes into doing his drawing, he came back and would look at his art and he would say, oh, do I like it? Do I want to change it? So tomorrow, when you come back, we will bring white paper that we already have our work on. You might bring your watercolors. You might bring another black crayon to add some more details to it, because now it's time to say goodbye. Now is the time to say goodbye. Ready? Now is the time to say goodbye. My, how fast the time did fly. Our day is done, so we must say goodbye, goodbye for today. Now remember, don't throw away your art because we're going to use it tomorrow when we paint the background and the dish with warm or cool colors. See you tomorrow, boys and girls. Fare thee well, my little apple friends.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.